Next is Raphael Lullis, who is going to show us CareerCupid using Django ActivityPub with Toolkit.
All right, so I want to talk about the CareerCupid, but more important than the application itself, I think, is a little bit of the change in the philosophy to get. So let me start. CareerCupid is a website where it's basically OkCupid for jobs. The idea was to have a website where people could answer questions and get the answers that they would like other people to answer, and that could apply even for just a context of a coworker or in relation to the company culture, in relation to the a position. So it kind of was a generic approach to how you can do hiring by matching compatibility and culture fit and things like this. And I want to take one of the comments from even some time ago that the Fediverse should be more than like the Facebook platform, like one graph where you could have all these different applications instead of just the Apple Store, which is just a bunch of apps that have one single use and they do not talk with each other, right? So one of the ideas, if it was the idea of instead of trying to rebuild LinkedIn, right, we could just say, why don't we just make a website that if we have this idea of a website that needs to attract people, that needs to have the interactions, why not just making it leveraging the social graph? So I'm gonna just make here, I'm gonna create one user for the FediForum and so this would be the standard type of questions that you'd be seeing, right? You can say, do you like to write code as a hobby? And if you say, yes, I even contribute to open source projects when I can. And how you like other people to say, you don't really care what other people say. And then you go answer to the next one to be seeing things like this. This works on the website by itself, but how can we make this how can we integrate this with ActivityPub? So the idea is you have here, the website presents an actor. The actor is the Cupid, right? And you can follow the Cupid at Cupid Careers, and it's going to be posting these questions. And then anybody that answers to the question automatically gets their answer mapped to the question that we have on the website. If we want, you can create another question here. For example, would be, I had kind of preset this one, and we can, of course, and I hope that we can be seeing soonish here. There you go. So the questions, then everybody can go and answer, right? The difference is that on Mastodon, you have to do it 3 separate questions instead of one thing at once. And I think, I don't know if I want to get into the details of the ActivityPub toolkit, it would be it's not going to have a lot of time to do that now here, but the interesting thing is that the ActivityPub toolkit is kind of an extension. You don't need to actually have every element from the ActivityPub and activity streams and linked data becomes a first-class citizen. So you can have a collection represented questions being part of the objects and things like this. I hope that people can take a look into the toolkit and start building more applications. I think this somebody mentioned FediFi, which is another kind of a framework. I think there's the main difference between the two is that this toolkit is more a way to people have a separate extension of their application than building something itself on the how to say, instead of just building an application with the center on the social activities. And I think that's it. I'm gonna make it short.
Thank you,
But you
Raphael.
can take a look. There's the ActivityPub project. I don't know if I showed it. The ActivityPub.Mushroom Labs, if you want to take a look, and Cupid Careers is the website. So thank you.